I want to show you Chris Christie leaked something about Lindsey Graham that just might shock you. Or maybe not. And I know what you're thinking, Luke. Is he going to tell us a story of 3 gay prostitutes and a sweaty Lindsey Graham in a Motel 6? No, that's not what this is about. Okay, so don't be getting your weirdo ears vibrating. I know, a bunch of people just clicked off the video. But it's still very interesting. And let's talk about that with Chris Christie, who's obviously a more anti-Trump Republican.
So I want to know, what do Republicans say to each other when we're not listening about what's happening in America right now?
Look, so many of my fellow party members, especially come up to me because I say all this stuff out loud, and they in the green room at ABC, they say, "You're so brave. That's so great. I totally agree with you. He's nuts." And then they go out on camera to be interviewed. They are the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln. You know? And then they come back in the green room and they say to me, "You know, I have to do that, but like I don't really mean it." That's what they say.
Like who specifically?
Finally, someone asked that. Credit to Bill Maher. The amount of times I've seen Republicans on TV going, the amount of Republicans who secretly come up to me, the most pro-Trump ones, and say, "He's insane. I wish I could say what you say." And then they go say something positive about him. And the hosts are like, "Wow, really?" And they never ask who. Because what were you protecting Lindsey Graham's privacy? Who cares? Just the quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button, the simplest, easiest, freest way, completely free, to support the work that we do. Right below the video, click that subscribe button. Back to the video.
That's what they say.
Like who specifically?
All right, Bill. Overtime's not long enough to give you all the names, but I'll give you one. Lindsey Graham.
I love that someone acted surprised by that. Did you hear someone? Wow! Listen to this. Ready? Get real quiet. Wait.
Names, but I'll give you one. Lindsey Graham.
Whoa! Oh, well, Lindsey? No way, Lindsey! The guy who publicly said he hated Trump until it wasn't politically advantageous. Not a shock.
One. Lindsey Graham. Which, by the way, was what he was saying when he was running for president in 2016. But I guess if you get invited to play golf, then off you go.
Well, knock me over with a feathered boa that I'm wearing with a silk robe.
So Lindsey Graham is an example of the cowards who behind the scenes go, "This guy's a kook." But we know that. I'll just show you the clips again. But we know Lindsey Graham was out there saying Trump is a race-baiting bigot who's lying to you, and the famous tweet was, if the Republican Party nominates Trump for president, it will destroy the Republican Party and will deserve it. And now he's like, I think Trump is Reagan plus. He always says that. Oh my gosh, guys, wait. If you're watching this segment for me, you're like, oh, I gotta get to my next thing. I gotta go watch TikTok. Wait for a second. Lindsey Graham, Reagan plus. Oh, please. This clip was so funny of Trump totally disregarding Lindsey Graham. Look at this.
You know, I will say this. I think I can say, what do you think, Lindsey? My second term is blowing my first term away. And my first term was really good.
Reagan plus,
yeah. Well, whatever. Thank you very much.
No one likes him. Not even the guy he's sucking up to. Look at this.
Reagan plus, yeah. Well, whatever. Thank you very much, everybody.
You're Reagan plus, Mr. President.
First term was really good.
Reagan plus,
yeah. Well, whatever. Thank you very much, everybody.
Maybe that's why Lindsey was so sad, because of him getting just like backhanded like that. And so then after that press conference, he went and just got hammered and then went on Hannity.
I want sanctuary city policy to end.
Trump don't like me. Lindsey, what a shameful figure you are. You pitiful, pitiful little man. And I mean little in the spiritual sense, not physically. We love our little neighbors. I'm not that tall even. I'm tall. If you don't ever see me in person, I'm really tall. If you see me in person, sometimes I'm less tall. And then another thing that Republicans are secretly fuming about, apparently Lindsey Graham's saying stuff to Chris Christie. Then you have other Republicans, as the Daily Beast here reports, pissed that Trump really doesn't seem to care enough about the midterms and he's sinking their chances. So the headline is Republicans secretly fuming with Trump as midterm disaster looms. Republicans are secretly angry. It's always in secret with President Trump because he sounds, detached and non-committal ahead of a potential midterm election disaster, according to White House insiders who spoke to the Washington Post. Republicans hold an anxiety-inducing ultra-slim majority in the House. This, coupled with the lack of direction from Trump, his slumping approval ratings, and signs of a Democratic rally in performance, has rankled some in the West Wing, sources told the Post. And you can see that this is showing up in a lot of ways. His general approval rating, and then you start diving into the numbers, and he's even just collapsing in support among the people that he used to do the best with. Here's Harrington.
Funny thing about Donald Trump, you know that he built his 2 presidential victories on winning voters without a college degree, while Donald Trump's base with non-college voters is absolutely collapsing. What are we talking about here? Well, why don't we just take a look? Voters without a college degree on Donald Trump. Look at this. Back in 2024, he won those voters over Kamala Harris by 14 points. You come over to this side of the screen. What's his net approval rating with him? He is underwater by 9 points. That's a 23-point switcheroo with his base of non-college voters. He is absolutely collapsing with the group of voters that helped put him into the White House, Kate.
Okay, so how are these non-college voters feeling about 2026?
Okay, so you see this drop of 23 points, right? From plus 14 Trump to now he's underwater by 9 points. How is that impacting their views on how they're going to vote for Congress? Well, you see a similar story going on here, right? Take a look. In the 2024 election, Republicans won those voters, those non-college voters, by 13 points. Now they're just ahead by just 1, 2, 3, 4 points when you can count on.
I love Harry so much. So the group that Trump historically does the best with, he's collapsing in support. Not to mention all the other groups that he made gains with in 2024. And what does that mean? Because obviously Trump's not running again, no matter how many times he says that he might. He's not going to. Or if he does, that hopefully will defeat that legally. But he is representative of the party that he made a cult of personality around him. And so he is collapsing the support of not just him, but the Republican Party around him. And that means there's a real shot the Democrats have a blue tsunami in the midterms, which would give them a lot of authority in the House and or Senate to do oversight, to kill bad ideas whenever Trump's trying to get them passed. Now, Trump's doing a lot just through executive order, so some of that you want to be able to stop, but they could actually start doing some reining in of his power, because the current Republican Congress has just gone, we don't exist. Trump just tells us what to do and we do it. And having an actual Congress to check the president like we're supposed to have in our system would make a big difference. And then if that momentum continues through 2028, obviously that would be good news.